Hey Skippy, how are you doing? Yeah, you look like you're in pretty rough shape. Ah, there you go, Skip. Yippee Skippy. Ooh, let's get out of here, Skip, before you get injured again. Alright, Skippy. I built you a little dog house here. Welcome back. Thank you very much for watching. Episode 2 was a lot of fun. It was a lot more chill than episode 1. I did kind of tease this cave in the last episode. I'm actually not going to get too into this weird alien architecture right now because we're not quite at that point in the game. I mean, I'll see what the message says when I get back to the ship. I doubt it's going to be about this. Alright, let's see if I can get my diamond. Nope. There's my first diamond. I need one more to make the laser cutter.
You will be liable to reimburse the full market price. Your current bill stands at 3 million credits.
Oh, there's a shell right here. Oh, there we go. Second diamond.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Whoops. Bumping into stuff. That's where I came from. If you don't happen to be as lucky as I am, you might not find all of the pieces for the propulsion cannon where I found them. And if you still need pieces for the propulsion cannon, you pretty much have to come to this giant mushroom biome. Oh, there it is. Okay. So this wreckage is in this giant mushroom biome. Inside here, there are tons of things to scan. And there's a good chance that there will be propulsion cannon pieces in here as well. Like that right there. Yeah, but I already have the propulsion cannon. I might just swim around here and grab a few of the other things though. Like we got power cell charger. I already have a battery charger. Ooh, modification station. Honestly, I probably shouldn't be messing around. I probably should head home. Just because I'm running really low on fluids. There's also lots of cool stuff to scan in this biome. I'll be going back to this biome later, but I don't need anything right now in there. But usually all over the sea floor in that biome, there's all sorts of great things to scan. You know what? Let's hop out here. Let's grab that salt. I still need to grab a chunk of this right here. Coral tube. That would be embarrassing to die of a lack of water when I'm stuck in the ocean.
Vital signs
Ah,
stabilizing.
much better. Alright, let's see what this message says.
This is Officer Keenan, Light Pod 19. The captain is gone. I have assumed command. The last thing the captain did was give me coordinates for dry land. We regroup 1.5 kilometers southwest of the crash site. Stay together and good luck. This message will now repeat.
Okay, so it's just another life pod 19. And I have to go there to find out where the rendezvous point is supposed to be, which leads you to another section of the game. But I'm not going to go to 19 right away, because I have two things that I have to craft real fast. The laser cutter and the propulsion cannon.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oh, it looks like I don't have any copper actually, but I do have the 2 silver. So I have to go find 2 copper and then grab some acid mushrooms. There's 1 copper. There's copper number 2. Both of the recipes I'm about to make require batteries, so I think I'm gonna go and replace the batteries with some of my old batteries again. Alright, laser cutter. Propulsion cannon. So I'm about to take my first trip to the Aurora. Here's what you're gonna need if you want to do the Aurora efficiently. You're going to want to put your radiation helmet back on. You're going to need a full radiation suit on. You're going to want your survival knife, your scanner, your repair tool, a laser cutter, and a propulsion cannon. And I've got a new message. Let me go check out that message real fast. Actually, I'm going to skip that message for now. I'm going in. Feel free to explore the entire ship around the outside of it. I'm just speeding ahead straight for where I know the entrance is. It's spooky doing this at night. It's so spooky at night. I hope I don't see what I think we might see. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Just get in there nice and smooth.
Life form readings in this region are sparse. The Aurora's radioactive fallout will have devastating effects on the alien ecosystem if not contained within the next 24 hours.
I'm gonna try to kill the rest. So here's one entrance. You gotta use the propulsion cannon to clear all this stuff out of the way, though. Alright, that doesn't want to move. That's not good. That's not good. Come on, I've never had this issue. Alright, I'm pretty upset. Alright, I'm gonna kind of cheese this maybe. Alright, I had to cheese my way in there because for some reason this debris is not moving. Anyways, I'm gonna get out this fire extinguisher, which was nice and handy right here for us. This is that point later in the game that I mentioned before, where you're going to encounter fire again. Oh, I didn't really bring anything with a flashlight on it. There's so many cool crates that I can just loot. I'm getting tons of batteries. We got a keypad over here. Come over here, find this PDA, and it'll tell us that the code for the door is 6483. And the door is now open. So if you click on these terminals, you'll get new blueprints. Like I just got a repulsion cannon right there.
Data bank corruption was detected
We've
on
got some
your PDA.
data here.
Your technology blueprints have been updated.
Another data terminal.
Integrating new PDA data.
So this room's cool because there's usually a flashlight down here on the ground. There it is. And it doesn't have a battery in it, but you pick up so many batteries on the Aurora. If I needed a flashlight, but I don't really need a flashlight on the Aurora. But here's where you're going to need to start scanning some stuff. We've got prawn suit fragments all over the place here. The prawn suit is going to be the second vehicle we're going to be able to make, unless you count Sea Glide as a vehicle, I guess. So, there's a bunch of these terminals set up over here in front of the prawn suit places. This one has something in it. So I'm going to collect this. It's a storage module that you can place on a sea moth or a prawn suit. That's kind of cool. Seeing that we brought our sea moth here, that's going to help us bring back a lot of the excess loot we find. I'm not even going to scan that one because I already got the blueprint for those, and I don't want to bring back extra titanium with me. See, here's the new blueprint for the prawn suit. It includes a few things that we haven't dealt with before, such as plasteel ingots, but we did just get lithium when we were hunting for diamonds. Enameled glass, which we did have that stalker tooth from earlier. But aerogel is something that I don't have the recipe for right now. When it comes time, I will collect the materials needed for that, and it will give me the recipe. Another PDA, another fire extinguisher. This room is nice. So many nutrient blocks and bottles of water. That'll keep me sustained for a while. We got beds. I'm going to take all these posters and put them in my base when I build it. So cabin 1 is locked. I'm not going to open it because we don't get the code for that until a little bit later. And the captain's quarters is locked. We don't get that until much later in the game. This area I've finished looting. I'm going to drink some water though. So I'm going to come back down here and go out this door. Now I can open it. I'm going to swim through the locker room. Another PDA. We got another door here where we need the laser cutter. You don't need to have the sea moth to get here. You could swim here. And then there are sea moth fragments in this room.
Warning, local radiation at maximum tolerable level.
This is the drive core room, and it has little breaches all over the place.
Containment breach repaired.
So this is really like the biggest reason to come to the Aurora, is to repair all of these breaches to stop the radiation. Then I don't have to wear my radiation suit ever again.
Containment breach.
And the room is full of these little suckers. Now watch out for those, and remember to chop at them with your knife because they won't go away on their own, and you won't be able to do anything with those guys stuck on your arm. There we go.
Drive core breach sealed. Radiation levels decreasing.
So now, if I take this off... Oh, it looks like I still have some radiation. Huh. Maybe it takes some time, or maybe you will just always have radiation in this room. I don't know. Nutrient block. Another water. So here's the cargo bay, actually. I think I called that other room the cargo bay. Is that what I called it? I don't know. I don't know what that room is called with all those prawn suits in it. But this is great because sometimes you'll find Cyclops engine pieces in some of these big crates, which is going to help me out a lot because that's actually the hardest for me piece of the Cyclops to find and scan. So I'm happy that I just got 2 Cyclops engine fragments.
Running on local reserve power.
Actually, before I go up that way, I didn't even check on any of my PDAs that I picked up. But this one right here, sweet offer, that gives you the code to cabin number 1. So I'm actually going to run back, all the way back to cabin 1 real fast before I turn around there and finish the ship. Sweet offer says 1869. I get double bed. Get a new PDA. A teddy bear. Baseball cap. That's it for here. So now we can go finish the ship out. Another thing, if you still don't have enough pieces for the propulsion cannon after the 2 places I showed you, you can get to this entrance from outside of the ship, but you can't very easily jump over that stuff without the propulsion cannon. But there's always at least 1 propulsion cannon fragment right here on the Aurora itself. So if you have to come here, get this propulsion cannon fragment, go home. There's probably only going to be one, so don't come here expecting to get the whole propulsion cannon. Another PDA, and the last data terminal.
Integrating new PDA data.
So now the entire interior of the ship has been explored except for the captain's quarters, which we will have to come back for. Of course, there's plenty more loot to pick up on the entire way down. I'm actually just going to jump right here. I want to come to my ship, access my upgrades, equip the storage module. I forgot to mention I also got the Seamoth depth module. I think that was in that Seamoth room. So I can now go 300 meters deep with that. Alright. So now I have a little bit more room in my inventory. Now another cool thing the propulsion cannon is it's a great weapon for those guys. Get them right out of here.
Structural integrity.
Get out of here.
Scans show the digestive tracts
I've been looking for something like that.
Human tissues.
So I've been looking for a creature with green on it. Specimen with symptoms of infection. It says this organism is displaying signs of a bacterial infection. Bright green blisters are forming networks around the infection sites. Pathology suggests a waterborne bacterium capable of penetrating the body through the skin and respiratory system. Underlying indications of genetic mutation and aggressive behavior. The bacterium itself is unlike any so far recorded in human exploration. Warning, may be contagious. Avoid. Do not, under any circumstances, consume the flesh.
Self-scan complete.
Uh-oh.
Foreign bacteria count has reached statistically significant levels. No adverse effects detected. Be vigilant for symptoms.
So I am infected with this disease. That's not good. Next to the ship, right here, will always be Life Pod 4. Collect this data box, creature decoy, this first aid kit, and the PDA data. Now, since we have found Life Pod 4, Life Pod 6 transmission origin. The transmission origin was approximately 400 meters west by northwest of Life Pod 4's last known location. So now that we are at Life Pod 4, west by northwest, just this direction, there's Life Pod 6. There it is. Oh, I don't have my special helmet on. So I got a PDA in there, but then there's a second PDA inside.
New PDA data.
So we explored the Aurora. We got all sorts of loot. I'm going to put my rebreather back on, and I won't be needing the radiation helmet anymore. Alright, there are so many directions we can go at this point in the game. There's so much open to us right now. But I'm going to listen to this message because I think I know what it is.
This is an automated distress signal from Life Pod 12.
Oh, never mind.
Coordinates attached. Warning, Life Pod has sucked.
So we still have Life Pod 19. Now we've got Life Pod 12 as well. I think just because it makes the most sense, we'll go check out those two life pods. We'll start with 19, then we'll head over to 12.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Like I said, when you're in doubt, listen to the radio, head to the new life pods. You might learn some things. Deep and dark. This is going to be 300 meters down, which is the extent of the depth my Seamoth can travel. The signal's like over here, but there's wreckage over here. There's some great things here to scan that I can see right now. We've got the torpedo arm fragment. Ooh, we've got moon pool fragments. That's going to be awesome. Ooh, there's another moon pool fragment already. Wow, awesome. That's amazing. Alright, so I've already got the moon pool. That giant mushroom biome is actually a really great place to find moon pool fragments, but as it turns out, so is the wreckage near Life Pod 19.
Biodiversity in this region is unusually low.
Ooh, we got more modification station fragments. Reinforced dive suit, that's awesome. On the walls down here near Life Pod 19, you'll find this new ore. It's a ruby. Those combined with these are gel sacks. See, I got a new blueprint. Aerogel, which is the last piece we needed for the prawn suit. One gel sack and one ruby. We got the PDA outside of it over here. And then we got another PDA inside.
PDA data. Signal location uploaded to PDA.
We also have another data box. Ultra high capacity tank, so we got the next level tank. Let's go home. Well, actually, let's come down to this vent and let's scan this vent real fast. You might notice these fish floating around. These guys are more common further away from where your pod is. Peepers are good. They give you a lot of sustenance. But these are Reginald fish, and they give you even more sustenance. They're my number one pick as far as fish go. It gives you 44 food. It only gives you 4 H2O. I believe that a peeper gave you 5 for your water meter. But I think it was like 32 food, so Reginald's are where it's at. So let's take a look real quick at the alien arch and the alien vent. This structure's intended purpose is unclear. Theories: ceremonial or religious role, industrial applications, advanced transportation network, assessment, further research required. I'm going to tell you right now that the alien arch is used for one of these functions. Alien vent. These vents connect to an ancient piping network that extends beyond maximum scannable depth. The pumping system is still functional. The inflow vent is drawing water from the surrounding area and pumping it to an unknown location below the surface. Warm, deoxygenated water is being expelled into the atmosphere. Most creatures are avoiding the vents. Peepers can be observed entering and exiting the pipe network without signs of distress. Further research required. So when we picked up the PDAs from LifePod 19, we got coordinates. Aurora Rendezvous Point. Dry land. That's pretty exciting. I know I said that we were going to go do LifePod 19 and LifePod 12, but I think I'm going to skip LifePod 12. In fact, that won't even be the next thing that I do in the next episode. That might be like in the middle of the next episode. There are 2 things that I'm going to do right now before this episode ends. Number 1, I'm going to build a moon pool. I need 2 titanium ingots, 2 lead, and a lubricant. I'll just put a temporary moon pool here for now. Alright, I have the ingredients needed. But I'm going to want to put a solar panel up here as well.
After weeks without human contact, it is normal to experience psychological discomfort. Research indicates symptoms may be partly alleviated by adopting a pet or anthropomorphizing an inanimate object.
That's some good advice. So I'm gonna call my sea moth here Skippy. Skippy the sea moth. Hey Skippy, how are you doing? Yeah, you look like you're in pretty rough shape. Sorry about that, buddy. Let me fix you up. Ah, there you go, Skip. You think this is it, Skip? You think this is gonna be a copper? It is. Thank you, Skippy. Yippee, Skippy. Ooh, let's get out of here, Skip, before you get injured again. Alright, Skippy. I built you a little dog house here. So this is my moon pool. It charges the battery of the Seamoth. It's for any vehicle. But currently, I have a Seamoth here. Fingers crossed that this is the correct message that I'm waiting for.
This is Sunbeam. We're scanning for somewhere to park. We'll be in touch when we find it. Sunbeam out.
Dang, that actually wasn't the message I was hoping for. That was the message before the message I was hoping for. Anyways, I'm going to make a beacon. Since I didn't get the message I was hoping for, I'm going to pivot just slightly. And where we're going is to the Aurora rendezvous point on dry land. We just got another message. That's probably the message I was waiting for. But it's too late because we are going to the rendezvous point. There it is. The cloud has cleared. And we have an island. This is a pretty cool island. It just kind of ends here in the water. These big bad boys are ancient floaters. Biodata suggests these vast floaters have matured in an ingenious symbiosis with the land they have attached to. The attached landmass is raised in the water, increasing sunlight and encouraging plant growth. Here is a PDA that we found at the rendezvous point.
We have to board the Aurora, repair the long-range comms, make contact with the other survivors. We can't be the only two that made it.
Those are not the orders the captain gave me, and they are not the orders I'm giving you.
This isn't chain of command, it's survival.
My obligations as acting commander don't turn on their convenience. Get out of the water.
If I get into trouble, I'll send you my coordinates.
I can't let you go alone.
Then come with me.
You don't leave me much choice.
Received emergency transmission from Second Officer Keen, 2 hours after last activity.
Rendezvous was a failure. Intercepted a transmission from Altera HQ. Seems they sent a data package to the Aurora. We were intercepted by a Leviathan-class predator before we could reach the ship. Consider the CTO and I lost at sea. Be safe. Keen, out.
So it's kind of strange. It's like you and everybody else jettisoned from the Aurora, but somehow everybody else, like, regained consciousness. It seems like days before you. You're always, like, right behind people finding all these PDAs on the ground. It's like you just miss everybody. I'm going to name this floating island, so I'll always know where it is, so I can come back. And then we're going to step on up. And as the sun rises on this beautiful day, we end another episode. And we have much to explore on this island next time. We'll have to wait until then. Thank you for watching episode 3. Stick around for episode 4, where we explore this island and hopefully much more. Peace out, and stay safe out there. Bye!